The Defect. Currently my favorite character, has been for quite a while. And the more I play Defect, the more I feel like Defect just has so many ways to kind of break the energy game of Spire. Most of the other characters are trying to figure out, well, actually, most specifically Ironclad and Silent are trying to figure out what you can do on 3 or 4, maybe 5 energy per turn. But Defect and Watcher both have ways to generate so much energy with their cards, often with little downside paired along with that, in a way that Silent and Ironclad can't really achieve. Ironclad's only reusable energy card costs him health to play, so unless you're also getting back infinite health, you don't have a way to break the energy game with Clad in that regard. And Silent's reusable energy card only works next turn, outmaneuver. So, well, unless you're doing Tactician, that's the main way for her to break the energy game too. But Defect just has so many more avenues. While the Ironclad and Silent might have, 2 or 3 cards that they can really use to cheat the energy game in a major way, Defect has probably over a dozen? You've got double energy, you've got various sources of plasma orbs, turbo, aggregate, recycle. There's a lot of things. Definitely eyeing choose a rare colorless card as a starting option. Although I'll note that this almost forced early shop, not actually forced, does somewhat incentivize... Oh, I've already got my path in mind here. Does somewhat incentivize taking 100 gold. Concentrate is also reusable, that's true. That's true. Concentrate is definitely awkward to use, though, in a vacuum. But you can certainly break the energy game with Concentrate. And I agree, Krollisk in chat says, Corruption alone breaks the energy game for Ironclad, and I agree 100%. Yes, Corruption is an energy cheat, absolutely, on Ironclad, and it might even be one of the best energy cheats in the whole game for any character. It's a ridiculously good card. Separate says, what is one card that I feel like I overrate, but currently can't help myself? Flex, probably. I think Flex is a very good answer. I really find myself gravitating to it on Ironclad, just because the character has so few zero-cost cards, and because I tend to be aggressively drafting card draw on Ironclad anyway, so it works with my playstyle. But I definitely know that I take Flex in situations where it's completely unnecessary. Yeah, arguably Dark Embrace. I don't feel like I overrate Dark Embrace, though. I just feel like I greed Dark Embrace. Hologram's a bit of a weird one. I was thinking about this a little bit before stream. Hologram belongs to what I would describe as a very broad category of cards in Slay the Spire, which are deck manipulation, or card draw in general. Cards like Seek, cards like Hologram, cards like Runic Pyramid. Wait, that's not a card. Well, things like Runic Pyramid. Anything that gives you the ability to control when, what, and how for the other cards that you have. These cards, pretty much by definition, are powerful because they allow you to either get or duplicate, or just otherwise play a different card than themselves. And therefore, their power is entirely dependent on what you're using them to achieve. And entirely dependent on what the things that you can achieve with them are. So Hologram added to the Defect's starter deck does pretty much nothing. It's a block 3 and then you get back a starter card, oh boy. Of course, Hologram in a 35 card Defect deck where you've got things like a Meteor Strike that you could play again, or a zero-cost Madness to Sunder or something, is so much more powerful, because you have other cards now to take advantage of. These cards, of course, deck manipulation in general gets stronger the longer into your Spire run you are, because you're going to accumulate things to manipulate with the deck manipulation over time. And as Bana asks, do I have a feeling that I sometimes skip good cards like Ritual Dagger because it's too tiresome to play it? Yes, I absolutely occasionally make decisions for my own convenience rather than because it's the tactically correct choice. I can definitely think of moments where I've intentionally skipped specifically Ritual Dagger because I don't want to deal with it. Or Runic Dome because I don't want to deal with it. It's my most commonly skipped relic because I don't really want to talk about the intents of the enemies that much right now, and I don't want to read comments about how people don't like watching Runic Dome runs in the chat either, so I just won't take the Runic Dome. Unless I really, really see a lot of benefit in it, and I know that I'm much more likely to win with it than without it, then I'll happily take it. Frozen Eye doesn't quite fall into that category for me personally, but I could easily see how it might for others. Especially if you're motivated to completely optimize, then you might find the Frozen Eye a little overwhelming with how far ahead you feel compelled to plan. So, I already said I knew what path I wanted. It's this one. Actually, I don't have to go to that shop. Ooh, even better. Good. Optional shop. Shoptional. And then again, optional shop here. So I could take 100 gold start and immediately go to this store. We don't even have to fight this elite if we end up at this fire and we don't feel capable. Although with this many floors to prepare, we should be relatively good for an early elite. Defect usually is. Although I think a rare colorless card would improve our odds significantly. Probably not going to go to both of these shops, so I think I would go to this shop if I take the 100 gold start to try to make us stronger for the first elite. And I would go to this shop if I don't take the 100 gold start, because then we have money from 2 elites. In either case, I think generally speaking, you really want to go to a shop as Defect once you've got about 200 gold, enough to buy the shop relic, because there are a couple specifically very good shop relics for the Defect. Could even be a reasonable excuse to go to both of the shops this act. It's an interesting thought. And yeah, if we got a colorless card, my ideal card for Defect would definitely be Apotheosis. Even though it costs 2 to play, you immediately get a 1 energy discount on Zap and a 1 energy discount on Dual Cast. So 2 cost Apotheosis is basically free? That's kind of ridiculous. 199 is enough for orange pellets, that's right. The max that orange pellets can cost would be 165 times 1.05. Is 173, is the most orange pellets will ever cost, I believe. For a shop relic on Ascension 20. If you're below Ascension 20, then it's going to be 10% cheaper than that. Actually, slightly different than 10%. It won't have a plus 10% modifier applied to it, is the truly accurate statement there. So the full cost calculation for our relic in Slay the Spire. There are 3 price tiers for relics. Common and shop relics are base of 150. Uncommon relics are 250. Rare relics are 300. There's an additional 5% variance on relic prices. Do not put me on Pizza's got it correct in chat there. And then an additional 10% modifier added. So that can be 5% up or down. So 5% of 150 is 7.5? Question mark? Yeah, 7.5. Don't know how that rounds. I have no idea how prices in Spire round. So it could be potentially like 143 to 157 on base price. And then on Ascension 16 is when shops get 10% more expensive. Yeah, the sale is one of the 5 class cards on the top row of the shop. One of those 5 will be randomly chosen in every store. Every store has one sale card to be half price. I really like this mechanic because it enables some really weird picks. Like, oh, I can get Caltrops for 30 gold. All right. I appreciate the follow-up on that, Arc2Tech. I had to leave because my own stream was starting. But I was wondering. Just opted out of having to kill with a Beam Cell Infinite. I respect the choice. Respect the choice. Hopefully this run won't have a Beam Cell Infinite. Alright, I think I have to choose here. Do I want the money start or the colorless card start? I think I want to have a colorless card run. And we do not get a Apotheosis here. But we get a couple of interesting options. I like all of these a lot. Secret Technique lets us draw a skill from the draw pile, put it into our hands. Secret Technique currently doesn't have any good targets because it's literally floor 1. However, Defect has a lot of cool skills that we might want to seek. Violence puts 3 attacks in the draw pile into our hand. This would absolutely enable drafting a lot of 0-cost attacks, specifically early on this run. Maybe a Claw? I do have a personal soft spot for Magnetism as a card, but I don't think it's a very good floor 1 card? I could be convinced to try this Magnetism, but I'm pretty sure I will lose if I take it. And fight elites, anyway. I'll lose if I take it and take the green path. It's probably more accurate. Unless I get very, very lucky. So I'm thinking personally I will take either the Violence or the Secret Technique. Now, if this was Magnetism versus... what other rares? Versus... Chrysalis versus... the Thinking Ahead. I would probably take the Magnetism there. But we can probably do a bit better with Violence or Secret Technique. If Bomb was here, I'd actually take Bomb over Violence. I'm going to be really honest with you. Bomb's really cool on Defect. Very, very good with Echo Form. Alright, let's do Violence. Choose Violence, young man. Really? Really? I can't. Freaking can't, man. What? What is happening? Yeah, Secret Technique gets dual cast and this is completely fine. I know it. Deep in my heart. I know it. We're gonna get a claw from this fight, I promise. 3 strikes doesn't kill either of these, by the way, so... Yeah, we just taken 15. Amazing. Absolutely ridiculous. What do you got? Cold Snap. Okay, that's an attack card, and it's a pretty good one. Was it ever heat sinks with Magnetism? Reinforced Body is a real fun block card. Very, very good on the Defect, and Guardian is our first boss, so there's an argument for that as well. But Cold Snap is definitely a no-nonsense first card for Defect. Very, very good in the first few fights. I particularly like it on floor 1 because it's going to be really good against Jawworm, providing that 2 extra block per turn that you need. And note that Jawworm attacks for values like 7 and 12, numbers that are inconvenient to block with Defends, but are very convenient to block with Defends +2. Works against the Cultist as well, attacking for 6 on turn 2. Again, inconvenient to block with a Defend, but very convenient to block with Defend +2. Get to Violence next turn for actual good stuff. Good. And that actually is going to get the 3 strikes that we needed. The return of Violence. The revilencing. Good job, Violence. Okay. So we might have lost 15 health on the first turn of the first fight of the first run of the day, but the second fight was 0, so it's not that bad, right? Pretty happy with the charge battery early. We are fighting Guardian later in this act, so I would appreciate a decent block card. That's a great command. Yeah, thank you. What a great moment. Can I get away with a triple defend here? I'm gonna do it. I think we have a good enough deck against Jawworm that I don't need to take 2 there. I choose Violence. Get him. We want to go dual cast Zap over either of these strikes. Get that extra damage in. Yeah, look at that. This is 18. We just kill, right? Yes. Yes, okay. So I did in fact get away with that defend. Don't like a Compulder, don't like a Capacitor much, excuse me. Here early in the game, I think Capacitor is very much a trap card on the Defect early on. Extra orb slots let you have more orbs, but note that those orb slots don't do anything if there's not an orb in them. Additionally, having more orb slots actually makes it more difficult to evoke your orbs. When you channel an orb while at full orb slots, you instead evoke the frontmost orb for a more powerful effect and create the new orb in the back slot. And in the early game, you really want to be evoking your orbs as much as possible because you want that instantaneous output. Battles early game in Slay the Spire only last in the 3 to 5 turn range, and so you don't really care that much about the turn-to-turn effect as much as you care about the instantaneous effect. Note that we chose in those early fights to cast our orb with dual cast basically immediately to get the 16 damage, because 3 damage per turn is not going to add up to 16 when the fight's only 3 turns. I do think that this boot sequence is not bad at all, but I think I love Compulder, given that we've already got 2 orb types represented in the deck. In fact, frequently Violence will get us the Cold Snap and the Compulder at the same time, so we get to draw 2 more. And now we're starting to think about adding maybe... Well, I guess we kind of already have Charge Battery, but we'd like to get some additional energy efficiency into this deck, basically as soon as possible. How many more card rewards do I want for our first elite? Do I actually want to go an event here, or do I want to go 2 combats? I think I might want 2 combats. We only have 1 potion so far. We're going to do pretty well in the hard pool fights, I think. Lucky Karacha says, is Capacitor then effectively a card that you take when your deck already has a direction? Yes, I think so. I really like Capacitor once you have, at a minimum, good orb generation. And for me, that means you can generate 2 or more orbs per turn, approximately, to really make Capacitor worth it. And better yet, you have focus already, so that you're able to multiply the effect of those additional orb slots in some way. Even a single point will do. Like if you have Data Disc and a Cold Snap and a Ball Lightning, you're probably almost okay to take one already. Maybe a Cold Snap, a Ball Lightning, and a Cool Headed. Then you should take a Capacitor. Welcome, by the way, Zeknar and friends. Glad you got that heart kill on the Defect there at the end. We've just started our own Defect run, and I highly recommend you take a look at the clip that started this run out, because we had a heck of a moment. I took a rare colorless card start from Niao, which was Violence, thinking that, well, Defect's got lots of good attacks for the early game. I'd like to get some bonus card draw on that, and, well, you can see for yourself what happens. Greetings, Thiefman. Have a dual cast. And a block. So again, choosing to dual cast that orb rather than leave it, even though it was turn 1, because the fight won't last long enough. Otherwise, I'm actually very happy with this draw next turn, so I'm not going to play the Violence. We're going to go defend... Zap? Take a little bit of damage if he attacks me next turn. Only going to be 4, though. He attacks for 14. Take 2 if I play the Cold Snap. Cold Snap's also basically more damage. Let's just play the Cold Snap. Thanks, Charge Battery. Cool, we get our money, we get our second potion, and... I guess another Cold Snap? Yeah, what can you do but laugh, right? What can you do but laugh? Well, that'll be a snap pick. It will. Greetings, Slimermans. I don't like that none of the gray slimes have 12 or 11 health here. They're all chunky ones, but at least double Cold Snap will make this fight a comparative breeze. Still, feels like my best line is just attack one of them 3 times, block for 4, take 8. It's a little uncomfortable. I could use the speed potion to full block this turn. But does that actually get me anywhere? Do not put me on pizza. Did you know that I once thought about getting a job as a baker? I really needed the dough. Right, exactly. If we block now, they'll just all be attacking me again next turn, and I don't draw a whole lot better next turn. Doesn't feel like a good use of the potion, and our odds of finding a potion after this fight aren't that great, so heck it. How do I know if I've made a joke before? I've definitely made that joke before. I can remember most of the time if I've said one, or at least if I've said it recently. But can't remember every joke I've ever told. They're not all that good. Oh, great question, Lump says, if a newish player is wanting to get to 820 on all 4 characters, which method would I say is better? Getting 1 win at a time, switching from one character to the other after each win, or getting 1 up to 820 and then switching? I think that you will probably have the most success if you pick one character, your favorite character, and then raise that character to 820. There's a couple reasons for this. One is that each character in Spire truly is a different experience, a different kind of skill set that you have to learn. And so each different character is going to be ultimately a different learning experience. At least on the character side. The other half of learning Spire is knowing the enemies of the Spire, the possibilities of the items that you can find, the possibilities of who you can face, and what tactics are going to be required to defeat them. For example, knowing when you look at your Act 1 boss and see that it's this diamond shape, you know that that means you're fighting the Guardian, and you know that that means you're going to need at least a few block cards in order to get through the fight with any reasonable amount of success. Unlike the other Act 1 bosses. But the other reason I think that going to 820 on one character first might be a good idea is that it'll give you an idea of the game's overall difficulty and the particular challenges that you'll have to account for on Ascension 20. And so as you start climbing the ladder with the other characters, you'll have a little bit of experience of what's coming and how to deal with it. The real experience is the friends we made along the way. I think that's doubly true if you're planning to do A20 heart runs. Because just getting A20 heart on one character is going to be such a challenge. Trying to progress towards that on all four at the same time, very difficult, but if you feel inclined to do so, it's a good time. So, question is, do I dual cast here? 8 damage twice means I'm almost guaranteed to be able to kill one afterwards, right? Almost. Could easily hit them once each. Suppose it might be better to... Yeah, problem is now I can't actually quite kill, but I can kill this one with Strike and then just play Charged Battery. We block for 11, and to take 5 more. I could cash this in for the 5 health, which is not a terrible idea at the moment. We might be able to get more than 5 health out of this speed potion, but I do tend to find that if I hoard these potions specifically in the early game, I usually end up discarding them. So I might want to just take the 5 health. And then next turn we have a completely fine draw. We'll be able to kill 1, and I'll guarantee draw 1, defend. I'm going to do this. There should be no need for further damage taking. And that's why we use the speed potion for 5 health. Very early self-repair. Definitely tempting, although notably the self-repair will absolutely not help me if we die here to this elite. So I must very carefully consider that the self-repair might cost me dearly in that instance. We honestly don't have a whole lot of damage output. I'm kind of worried about our prospects against Gremlin Knob, but we should be completely fine against Lagavulin or the Sentries. I have a ton of card draw against Gremlin Knob, though. We might be able to make it work. But I think since these are our next 2 fights, I don't get to take this self-repair. Actually, we may not take this fight, depending on stuff. Although I can rest, I'll get a Relic. What if it's take the hologram and upgrade Zap? I like that, actually. Yes. Yes, I like that a lot. Especially with how much card draw we currently have. So we really want this to not be Gremlin Knob, ideally. It's not, thankfully. Okay, I feel like we're going to have a good time in this fight. Easily have a good time in this fight. Please give me a Cold Snap. 2 is even better. Cold Snap, defend, Zap. Easy. Note these guys did all roll fairly high health, but that's not going to be a problem either. That first, because I don't want to lose the Frost Orbs. Lightning Orb is not cooperating here. So I can full block with Charge Battery, defend. This is an awkward hand next turn. I can at least dual cast Strike, Hologram Strike. Not too bad. Could opt to take 4 in order to play this Strike. I think that I need to do that thanks to the enormous Frost Orbs, but maybe it was more important to focus one down immediately. What do you got, dual cast? Good. Actual help. This case, I will use the hologram, play the Strike again, rather than just full blocking with the defend. And we may need to Swift Potion next turn. We'll see. Nope, we're good. Cool. It's a very long Sentry's fight. Dual cast? Yeah. Wow, draws have been just perfect this fight. There was never an opportunity to use the potion for more than a health point or two. Now we have a Lantern for more energy on turn 1. And I love to see Beam Cell. I also love to see Turbo, but I think we need more damage first and foremost, and a card that cooperates with violence. And Beam Cell is absolutely that. I think what I would like to do is upgrade Beam Cell here, get a Relic here, and then rest here. Unless the Relic is like a really good damage Relic. Bronze Scales or Vajra or something. Let's take that Beam Cell absolutely and upgrade it. If I have an upgraded Beam Cell, I'm not nearly as afraid of Gremlin Knob. Also a great card with the hologram. Please cooperate with violence. I don't mind you asking, Lilimp. I do, generally speaking, when it comes to the games that I'm going to play, kind of seat of my pants it, play whatever strikes me on a given day, rather than trying to set out some form of schedule ahead of time. But I think we'll be returning to the Hades Thought pretty soon. Ooh, that's a great one to find here. I don't think that convinces me not to rest. However, Letter Opener is amazing, given that we have already a couple of zero-cost skills in this deck. Now, if we play 3 skills in 1 turn, all enemies will take some damage. It'll be very helpful against Guardian, very helpful in Act 2. Just good all around. Wait, the Infinite involved an X-Cost card? That's actually really cool. I don't think I've seen that before. We only get 19 health for resting? That's kind of sad, but... So would dying to Gremlin Knob. B. Ravenok, thank you so much for those 300 bits. Ravenok says, I always appreciate you talking through your decisions. It has definitely helped me improve my game. Well, that's what I'm here for. To create a cozy, friendly learning environment. Oh boy, am I happy that I rested. Yikes. That is an angry-looking Gremlin Knob. With 108 hit points. However, we did get violence on turn 1. Of course, is that the actual intended outcome? Use one of these now. Yeah, because I wanted to draw Zap specifically, but also Cold Snap. Okay, that's not a great hand next turn. So I can either Hologram Compile Driver to try to change that. I think I'll just use the other Swift Potion next turn, actually, to forcibly reshuffle without these cards. Actually, this is a great draw. We play Cold Snap and then I Swift Potion. Yes, that's going to be great. Alright, options. I can hologram. I don't think I need to. Although it would get rid of the hologram, which is nice. Hologram the Zap is also gets a letter opener activation. I think at minimum I play 1 additional skill here. Dual cast is excellent here. We get 2 evokes and the letter opener, so that'd be 23 damage. And then maybe a strike. Or the other option is hologram zap. Actually, that might be better, because then I don't draw the hologram again. I do 3 more damage. Well, compared to strike, I do 3 less damage this turn, 3 more damage next turn. We're not killing next turn, so at a minimum, hologramming the zap breaks neutral, and that means we should get hologram out of the draw pile. So I'm thinking dual cast hologram zap. Yeah, I can't dual cast hologram dual cast, unfortunately. If only we'd upgraded the dual cast instead of the zap. Could also hologram beam cell, but I think we'll draw it again with a swift potion before it matters. Alright, so we killed the Gremlin Knob that had 108 health without losing any hit points ourselves. I guess I should have upgraded. Well, we got another elite fight coming up after all. Now, it did cost me 2 swift potions, but heck, those were swift potions well spent. And I love all of these options. Well, I don't like FTL that much now that we have an Art of War, actually. Art of War definitely is a little weird with violence. We ended up in this situation last time I started with violence too, right? We found an Art of War, and then it was weird. I do like machine learning, letting us draw more cards per turn. That would make using the Art of War a lot more viable, actually, and will be a very good card overall for the Guardian as well for whenever this elite is. So I like machine learning in our immediate future quite a lot. Hey Zizzy, I woke up and chose violence. I sure did. Did you see the clip? Because you should. See a rare, take a rare. Fusion's an interesting option here as well. Combos with Compile Driver in a fun way. And can be an energy generator, or ultimately Plasma Orbs can be an energy cheat for a Defect. Depending on how long you can hold on to or juggle that Fusion Orb. But I want this machine learning. I think it's going to be very good for us overall. Not even afraid. Lantern is here to save the day. No prob. Taking what, 2? No, not a problem. With Beam Cell and 4 strikes, we do 40 damage. 4 plus 9 times 4, 36. Yeah, 40 damage. So we can't kill the Red Slaver this turn. Ah, yes, that's the line, Beards and Bacon. Well spotted. I was trying to figure out how to optimally assign damage here. I was looking at Beam Cell, Strike on the Louse. But you're right, if we hit the Louse with Letter Opener, then it loses enough health that we can kill it with a Strike without using any of the curl-up block, and we get to Beam Cell the Slaver here. Perfect. That's what I like to see. If I hologram zap, do 13 plus 6 plus 9. Too short. Yeah, too short. So I think I just hologram a defend. Don't overcomplicate this. And play machine learning. So that Art of War is a thing. Next turn, dual cast. Yeah, that'll kill. Potion of Capacitor. And another Compile Driver. I could also see Streamline actually being pretty decent here, as a card that we strive to play repeatedly. Although, wouldn't I rather just grab a Sunder? Maybe I'd just rather grab a Sunder. Sunder's a very good damage card. Excellent for picking off low health enemies. Essentially for free. Very beautiful with Violence and Hologram at times, especially if you can generate more than 4 energy at the start of your turn, which we totally can. Very good with Beam Cell applying Vulnerable, too. Becomes our logical next upgrade. Alright, I'll take a Sunder. And I think we have enough money to make the shop well worth it. Shining Shadow says, my Crazier was Hologram 5 block. That's what you get from the upgraded version, which also does not exhaust. Therefore, Hologram's one of the better upgrades I tend to find. You remove the exhaust and improve the block. It's pretty beautiful. Well, well, well. Consume is here. I could definitely see taking a Consume in this deck. I like Consume with Artivore especially. And Consume plus Cool-Headed would make a great combo. Some amazing all-around relics here. There's another Violence too. Love me a boat thingy on Defect in general. Defect does tend to struggle with turn 1. And therefore the boat thingy is beautiful for that. Better yet, we can afford boat thingy plus a card removal. Although not boat thingy plus a card removal plus Cool-Headed, unfortunately. Just a little bit shy there. I think Ori is very good in general. I like it less in Act 1 when it's not offering any chance of upgraded cards. But it's definitely good all around, all the time. Is this a Blizzard deck? You really need a lot more Frost Orbs, I think, to make a Blizzard deck, but we have the beginning pieces to make a Blizzard good. Really think of this as more of an Act 2, Act 3 card. If you've got a deck that is very, very slow and Frost heavy, particularly with Focus, then Blizzard can be a great kind of slow, inevitable. I actually think that they should swap the card names of Glacier and Blizzard, because Glacier would really more describe this card. Slow, inevitable, but also unstoppable. But very, very slow. I'll take a boat thing here. I absolutely agree with that, Kinfus. It depends on how early in Act 1, partially, but getting a whole bunch of cards at once is very, very good. Wow, this anchor is very sweet. I can play the Sunder without needing to get the energy back. Can't get a letter opener activation here, so I'm just going to go bonk. Can't meaningfully hologram Sunder because of the energy price. Like a hologram Beam Cell. Beam Cell does 4, then Capacitor does 10. So hologram Beam Cell Compile does kill, actually. Sold on that. Although, what about letter opener? I am playing this, yeah? Definitely. So if I play Defend, I would need to do 9 more. Still requires the Beam Cell. But that lets me play the Cold Snap instead of the Compelled River. Beam Cell, Cold Snap, Defend. This is a great draw next turn. Okay, cool. Perfect. Not as great a draw as I thought, actually, because of the machine learning. That's okay. So we were lucky enough this act to have two very, very, very easy sentries fight. It's courtesy of those two frost eggs. The eggs, frost orbs. But now they are frost egg. Toxic egg early on. You love to see it. Anytime we add a skill to the deck, upgrade it. You know, this is almost a deck I could actually see taking Creative AI on. Almost. I'm actually very happy with Elite Plus at the moment. I know it's a boring card, but it's a good card when it's blocking 12 for 1. Still nice and efficient while frail, too, giving 9 block. 3 times as much as a defend does. Boot Sequence is block 13 for 0, it's true, but I have a Lantern and a Boat Thingy, both of which disincentivize adding a 0-cost block card to my opening hand. I don't think that's a good idea. I'd much rather have the block card I can draw on later turns. So I'm going to take a leap here. And Creative AI with Art of War is tempting, but it's a little slow when you have to pay for those powers each time. Tempting actually to upgrade the hologram first over the Sunder, but any other holograms we see will be upgraded. Let's get the Sunder upgraded too. Oh, that total is off by 1. Obviously, 32 times 4 does not equal 127. There we go. Now it's correct. Bonk. Wait, this first. Beam Cell. Ha! Easy every time. You miss 100% of the shots you don't call, chat. I could boop you, but then I have less energy next turn. Okay. Yeah, I want to play both of these. I was hoping I could dual cast Frost Orb, that doesn't seem like it's viable. So I take 2 this turn, because I get 2 block, but I take 4 Thorns damage. But then I block for 2 more next turn, so kind of evens out, doesn't it? Blocking for 20 is not that easy, though. Dual cast this, I have 14, 16, 20. Can't play the Machine Learning? Or I could take 1 and get the Machine Learning played. Let's do that. Rather than playing the 3rd Cold Snap. Bonk. No, Beads of Bacon. The proper attribution of that quote is Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott, Baalorlord. Now with the hologram. Get him. Alright, that went seamlessly. Not even 1 upgraded rare skill. Lame. Guess I have to take Bias Cog. No, I'm just kidding. This is a great find. Adding lots and lots of focus to this deck is going to be excellent. And if we can find any way at all to negate that debuff, we're going to be in amazing land. Town. Village. Berg. Oh, man. 7-card to transform with a Toxic Egg means any skills we get are going to be upgraded via Toxic Egg. This is going to be a glorious, glorious P-Box, probably. Clear battery is a reasonable option. We do have one Compiled River. Gives us a bit more energy to start with, although once the orb gets evoked, this relic doesn't do anything for you, which is what I really don't like. If we had taken that Act 1 Capacitor, we could maybe consider Frozen Core. Frozen Core gives you a free Frost Orb if you end your turn with any empty orb slots. When's Frozen Core best? Either if you have an excess of orb slots, which I highly advise that you don't have, but if you somehow find one, Frozen Core can help with that. I also like it in Defect decks that haven't yet figured out how to get orbs. If you went through Act 1 and you saw no orbs, you picked up a bunch of Claw stuff. Frozen Core actually pairs really well with Claw because you play the Claw cards as normal, and then you're just getting free Frost block the whole time. It's also a nice way to get a little bit of block on turn 1. Note that the Frost Orb immediately generates block on the turn it's generated. But yeah, this is going to be a 7-card Pandora's box for surezies. With a Toxic Egg, it's very, very hard to say no to something like this. Yeah, look at this. Tempest plus, Fission plus, Recycle plus. In addition to another orb-generating card, Ball Lightning, another Beam Cell. Capacitor actually looks pretty okay, especially now that we have the focus. And Streamline's here too. Overall, I would say that is very good. We're a little bit low block, but we took that Leap Plus for a good reason. Also, low block is not a bad thing with Anchor, because on turn 1 we have protection from the Relic, and then on turn 2 our enemy gets obliterated because we've been drawing nothing but damage cards. At least that's the theory. I think we're going to be pretty strong here. I would really not like to go to shops unless I have at least 173 gold, though. Lowest scoring A20 hard kill. Don't think that's something that would stand out in memory. The way to, in practice, get the lowest scoring A20 heart kill would be to skip most of Act 3 using the event. Otherwise, the best way to get a low score run is to fight as only do one elite with the Burning Key. Ideally in Act 1. Fight no other elites. Make sure that you take damage in all of your boss fights, just at least 1 health loss. And also take damage during Shield and Spear. But I think I've seen winning A20 runs that are around 2,000 points. Static 654 says, do you have any advice for Defect runs where you don't find ways to increase focus? Yes. Defect. Focus on Defect is a pretty ultimately small portion of this character's card pool. So it's absolutely not something that you're guaranteed to find on any given run and may not find early at all. That said, Defect has a lot of options, both offensively and defensively. Defect, in particular, has fantastic block skills. I'm talking Equilibrium, I'm talking Leap, I'm talking Reinforced Body, especially. Reinforced Body can scale really, really well into late game. But you can also do weird things with Hologram, too. In that case, it's essential to make sure that the block cards are upgraded. And then you can get even further success rate if you also get the Turnip Relic, making you immune to Frail, or the Oddly Smooth Stone Relic, giving you +1 to Dexterity. That makes the Defect's block cards go quite a bit further. Thinking something like this, by the way. Hopefully we make it through this fight. And then we could explore one of these shops, maybe. A couple chances at the Coliseum here and here. Get a late elite. Could even do 2 more elites, depending on how we're feeling. There is a way to not fight an early elite, but it requires waltzing through a shop with low money, which I don't really like doing. So I think I'll just fight this elite. We can rest before it if we need to. We've got the boat thingy. We should be mostly okay. Draw me some cards. Yay. Take a bit of a hit here because I didn't keep the Frost Orb. Fair enough. Not a terrible fight overall. An upgraded Cold Snap. Yet more Frost Orbs. Coming in the form of upgraded attacks is tempting too. Also wouldn't mind a Doom and Gloom, letting us do area damage. Although that's a little bit less necessary thanks to the combination of the Letter Opener and the Sunder, giving us decisive answers to multi-enemy fights already. I feel like another Cold Snap is just fine, actually. If it says blues. And then might as well play these both with a Letter Opener. Bonk. So, currently going pretty well, just thanks to our sheer damage output. We don't mind that the rest is lacking at the moment. Ooh, you know what I'm about to do here? I think we have officially graduated to heat sinks is a good card territory. And that's always a fun place to be as Defect. This deck currently has 1, 2, 3 other powers in it. I'm almost assuredly going to take a few more. And we have ways to generate energy. We've got Recycle, we've got Fission. I'm going to add more. Although this one's tempting, admittedly. I really like to get some more card draw first, and a Heat Sinks that I then eventually upgrade sounds perfect. Oh boy, a Designer Inspire, hello! Isn't it nice to see you, sir? What have you got for me today? More transforms, or something else? Oh, he does have more transforms. Transform 2 for a low price of 75 gold. Lets me take Streamline out of this deck alongside something else I don't want. Maybe the unupgraded Beam Cell, maybe? Maybe Dual Cast, although I might rather upgrade the Dual Cast. And roll for some more upgraded skills that way. Could also just remove a card, although it's a steep price to do that. The random upgrade is definitely appreciated, because there's no card that upgrade could hit that I wouldn't be happy with. Every single upgrade in this deck is good. After I remove the Streamline, anyway. But what we're saying is that the Transform 2 might also be a random upgrade. You know? Or 2 random upgrades. Go Transform 2. Could end up with 2 Streamlines? That'd be funny. Actually, no, I can't. I can get a new one, but I can't get a Streamline from this. You can't transform a card into itself. But you could transform 2 cards and have them transform into one another, I'm pretty sure. So I could transform Streamline Capacitor and get Streamline and get Capacitor Streamline. And that would be very, very funny. Actually, now that we have Fission, I do think the Dual Cast has been less helpful. Yeah, let's get rid of it. Oh, man. What do you think, chat? Was the Heat Sinks a good choice? B, was the Transform a good choice? And that's why Targaryen Tantrum transforming there was our most powerful choice. And then we died to Snake Plant. Oh no, actually. This is less than ideal. Do I take an energy next turn? I don't think so. I need to perish. Good. Actually, do want to evoke these frost orbs. Actually, no. Let's go zap vision. Maybe we draw a tempest or something. Ooh, Sunder. 36. This does 3. Okay, so I could do Cold Snap. Bring it to 38. Deal 3. Don't have any other skills to play. Deals 2, gives it 4 block. No, sorry, deals 6, gives it 4 block. So brings it to 32 plus 4, which is 36. Nice. Wow. I'm so glad that perfectly worked out. There's the energy generating card that I'm now going to take. Welcome to the deck Turbo Plus. Sunder Electrodynamics would have also killed there. Would it? Because it gets block from the Sunder, and then that block then applies to the Lightning Orbs. I guess it was 6 damage as well, right? Either way. Either way, we both found a way to get to the winning line, sounds like. Good. I like this turn. Can I kill the Shelled Parasite on turn 1? That's my question. I'm going to go with yes. Yes, I can. Bonk. Wow, got them both on turn 1. That is a good sign that our deck is starting to break the energy game. If you can play so many cards that the combat ends instantly. This is almost a deck where recursion is pretty good. Definitely tempted by a Charge Battery Plus. We want more block and we want more energy, so this is kind of a good fusion of the two. We'll take that. And I can definitely upgrade a card here. My upgrades are so good. I want Heat Sinks, Electro, and Buffer all upgraded, and Bias Cog. I think... For the elites of Act 2, I'm pretty tempted by the Electrodynamics upgrade specifically. That extra Lightning Orb is definitely going to matter quite a bit when it's applying to all enemies. Violence's upgrade is also one more card. The Buffer blocks another instance of damage. That could be very, very valuable. But I think we're mostly looking to deal damage quickly here. Upgrading the focus from the bias would be a good idea. And again, if I wanted a card draw upgrade, this would be the one. But I think I go Electro first. We're going to get to upgrade all of these, thankfully, if we do well. So I'll start with Electro, then Heat Sinks, then Biased. And Buffer for Collector. That sounds right. I'm going to hologram the Cold Snap because I'm playing the Fission anyway. Okay, these deal damage. This looks like a pretty good turn for the Colorless Potion. Card draw would be useful because I don't have the ability to spend all of my energy. And any kind of immediate impact stuff would be good too. These are all essentially the same thing and they're all terrible. Give me the one that exhausts then. There's 3 ways to deal damage in low amounts. There's biased. Sly dog. Thank you, heatsinks. Play the violence to draw the beam cell. Capacitor draws one more card. Tempest. I can recycle the Ball Lightning to play the Tempest for more energy here. Or I can just play Ball Lightning and Tempest. Because the Ball Lightning also channels a... I think it's just better to play the Ball Lightning, right? Because it does the 10 damage and I get the 1 Lightning Orb. And I get 4 plus 4. Or if I recycle... Or sorry, 1 plus 4. Whereas if I recycle, I'm going to get 6? No, it's 2 more, right? Yeah, it's 2 more. Because I'm... So it actually is more damage to recycle. Right, let's actually do all the math here. So Beam Cell does 4, Ball Lightning does 10. So if we Beam Cell, Ball Lightning, we do 4 plus 10. Get a second Lightning Orb. And when I channel Tempest, I'll have 4 energy... No, sorry, 3 energy left, so it'll give me 4 new Lightning Orbs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we evoke 1 Lightning Orb and both Frost Orbs. So we end with 1 Orb evoked, so we deal plus 12. And then 7 by 4 at the end, 28 more. For a grand total of 54 damage. Plus 5 from the letter opener is 59 damage. So that doesn't kill. 35? Oh yeah, because I have 5 Lightning Orbs. Sorry, yes. 5 Lightning Orbs. That's right. So that is a kill. But I am deeply compelled to know, what about recycle the Ball Lightning, just play the Tempest? In that case, we deal 4 from the Beam Cell. And we have 5 energy when we play Tempest, so it creates 6 orbs. So we go... we evoke this lightning and one of the newly generated lightnings, and then end with 5 lightning orbs. So we deal 24 from evocations plus 35. 63. Which is less than the other way, right? Yeah, it's a little bit less, actually. G-Manly says, isn't it always better to play Ball Lightning to channel the same number plus attack damage? That's true if you're just considering playing Ball Lightning or playing Ball Lightning and then just playing Tempest versus playing Ball Lightning and Tempest. But when you're recycling the Ball Lightning, then you're getting 2 more orbs from the Tempest versus the 1 from the Ball Lightning. Because you have to account for 1 energy that you would have spent on the Ball Lightning, plus the 1 energy that you gain by recycling the Ball Lightning. Let me just quickly recalculate, because final result seems to be in dispute. So this was 4 plus 10 plus 12. Oh, I see it, because I forgot the letter opener the second time, didn't I? That's right. I see what happens. So we should be at 68 total for the recycle line versus 4 plus 10 plus 12 plus 5 plus 28. Wait, no, I forgot one again. No, not 28, 35. So a total of 66 for Beam Cell, Ball Lightning, Tempest. A total of 68 for Recycle, Ball Lightning, Tempest. Cool. I'll even prove it. Or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this case, we don't even actually need the Beam Cell. Cool. Hey, we get to upgrade 2 random skills. That's beautiful, because there are no starter skills in this deck. Somebody was asking for help when you do not get focus. Reprogram is a difficult to make work, but functional way to scale a defect that doesn't have any focus. You kind of scale in the opposite direction, trading your focus away for strength and dex. Reprogram works best when you can play it multiple times, because once you hit 0 effect on your orbs, you can't get any worse than that. So playing this card in large numbers is ideal. To that end, it works best with cards like Hologram, Rebound, and lots of card draw, or a small deck in general. Nice, we upgrade the other battery and the Hologram. Get those block cards to be green. Good. Do I want... I don't want the reprogram, because we actually have focus. Although no, we got way too many orbs for that to be viable. Don't think I want a fusion either. Okay, let's upgrade the heat sinks now, so that we draw 2 from power cards rather than 1. That's going to be a really, really notable effect. You know, I actually don't have enough money for this shop, unless we get money from the chest. Maybe that means I shouldn't go to the shop. Although I'd like the chance at this event. I think being able to go around the shop might be a good idea here. Actually, if we don't get enough money from the shop, we can even opt into this elite. Yeah, let's go here. If the chest has enough money to afford a shop relic, then I'll go to the shop. If it doesn't, we'll fight the elite. Does not. Get a symbiotic virus, starting us with a dark orb. I like that quite a bit, given that we have fission and compelled river. So I'm going to pick it up here. Although I think this is maybe a decent chance at blue key. Can I explain, please, why no fusion? Because fusion doesn't generate energy immediately unless you evoke it immediately. I guess with the fission, it's got some utility. But I'm looking with... Since I have focus, I'm looking to make my orb slots filled with orbs that are affected by focus, and a plasma orb is not. I really like fusion more in smaller, draw-heavier decks that can abuse the fact that it's giving per-turn energy, or abuse playing it over and over again. That's right, if we hit a shop, we want to have enough for orange pellets. Exactly. I'm going to choose not to play this Cold Snap. We'll just take a little bit of damage here. Only 9 damage, that's not too bad. All the orbs agree, this guy dies first, apparently. This is not the draw I wanted. Let's just... Oh, this is going to draw 2, though. Haha! Thank you, Heatsinks, for being really good. It's 36, yeah. Bonk. Got him. Omamori here to block curses for us. Maybe we'll take a Calling Bell after our Act Boss. There's a way to stop Bias Cog. Core Surge gives us 1 artifact, which negates the next debuff. Play that before Bias Cognition, and we get to keep all of the focus for the whole fight. However, in order for this combo to work, you have to be able to reliably draw the 2 on the same turn. Which means you need a way to draw a massive amount of cards. Oh, hey! Good. This Heatsinks Plus will set us up very nicely, actually, for getting the 2 in play together, I think. By allowing me to draw 1 million cards. You too, buddy. So we have lots of extra energy on this turn. 5 energy here. And a lot of cards in my hands. Beautiful. Well, got bad news for you kids. It's dying time. Regen potion's nice. Another source of focus, also very nice. Very, very, very tempted by a defrag here, especially if I can upgrade it. Although it might be better to just upgrade the bias cog, actually. Either way, I'm taking that to upgrade later. More powers is going to further our card draw, too, thanks to the heat sinks. In fact, we're almost at the point where I would take a second copy of heat sinks. I just slaughtered the 3 slavers, right? I don't need this fire potion anymore. It's maybe an argument that I want to upgrade the lower one? Because that way, no matter which one I draw, we're okay immediately. Ultimately, they're both the same thing, right? They both give 1 more focus when played. I do want this event. It's a relic. And that relic is a preserved insect, making further elites have less health? Heck yeah. Perfect timing. Get smallified, Gremlin Leader. Also perfect timing. Look at that, 11 damage, perfect, thanks to Preserved Insect. Beautiful. So small. And yet so powerful. Can't kill you, huh? Interesting. Regen potion here. Yes? No. No, I think this fight won't last long enough. I might have been wrong about that. Looks like we take a bit of a beating here. Still think it'll be better in the collector fight. Pretty good turn. Do get a potion, but I'll swap out the capacity potion, I think. So Claw Discharge is interesting. I think I'd rather take a Storm. Dang it! How do I forget to deactivate that every time? I gotta make that part of my shutting down the stream. Thingamajig. Hello and welcome, Rail Kid. Rail says, just wanted to let you know I'm really into the wholesome content you post. Just recently discovered that your YouTube and Twitch channel. You made me get back into playing Slay the Spire again, and I've even made my first mod, sort of as a response to a comment in one of your videos. Oh, that's cool. What mod are you talking about, by the way? That's really cool. Okay, I don't think we need to rest before Collector, especially if I upgrade the buffer here. I may end up using the regen potion. We'll see what our turn 1 draw looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Not what I was looking for. I wanted to see heat sinks, buffer, core surge bias cog or something. Could do a bunch of damage with a Sunder. We could do equally much with a Tempest and then have Art of War, though. Let's play that. Beautiful. That's a pretty good start to the fight. We just obliterated the minions on the first turn. Poor things. Never stood a chance. Violence can get me Core Surge? Chat. This is why you choose violence. In fact, that's the only thing it got me, and that's all I care about. That's why you choose violence, chat. That right there. I think this is a pretty good fission, because these are going to draw me 4 more cards. Get all these orbs back. Orbs, please. Hey, draw the turbo, yes. Turbo means I can actually finish with the Sunder this turn. A solid kabonk. Alright, turns out we didn't need the regen potion, but we could have if this had gone a little differently. So I definitely don't regret my choice. GG. Get collected. Ooh, another fission. Fascinating. If you've got a lot of focus, Rainbow is a really good card, honestly. Rainbow is one of each of the 3 types of orb that scale with focus, Lightning, Frost, and Dark, all at once. It's never exactly the card you want for a given situation, but it always gives you something that you need, whether it be damage, block, or just orb variety. And so it's pretty good at that. That said, taking another fission here, or even this reboot, honestly, could be a tremendous source of acceleration and draw, although we'd have to regenerate the orbs that we expend each time. I still think it would be very powerful. I'm going to take a second fission here. I think double fission plus actually sounds like a hilariously good... Oh, we do get a calling bell. Yes, dude. Sounds like a very good thing. Since we're breaking the energy game, sure, I can take a coffee dripper and it's probably fine. But what if I take calling bell here and get 3 additional relics with absolutely no downside? Kind of like that quite a bit, actually. I would never take the dome over the dripper. Dripper's definitely not bad. We're healing a little bit with the blood vial. Don't actually have another way to heal at the moment. What's in the bell? Money. And another egg. Now all attacks will also be upgraded. We're also loaded. AF. With 300 gold. Did you know that you can now support me directly on YouTube by getting a channel membership? For as low as $5 a month, you'll get access to perks like custom badges and emojis to use in comments, and discounts on the merch store, all while helping support me and this channel. Just click the join button below to get started. Now back to the video. Golden riches, chat. Except all the merchants are hiding. Interesting. Molten egg for Claw plus. Well, we're definitely not going the far left here. Looks like this is a reasonable option. If we need a lot of upgrades, we can still get them. This dodges this shop, but gets 2 more rest sites. So depending on whether I want more upgrades or more shops, it's also this path. Getting more elites. This is 1, 2 elites. That's actually not more elites. What am I talking about? It's actually easier because the elite is later than this path. Let's look here. 1, 2, 3, 4 rest sites, 1 shop, 2 elites this way. 1, 2, 3, 4 rest sites, 2 elites, 1 shop this way, except I like the arrangement better, because the first elite is a little bit later. I get an extra upgrade and a relic before I have to fight the Reptomancer. I like going event heavy at the start here. I usually do in Act 3, because there's some very, very good events you can get. and usually because I don't need card rewards as much, since the deck is mostly well put together at this point. I'm more looking to get relics and removals and upgrades, which are very good. Or rather, yeah, actually we get the blue key. Unless I get a random treasure chest first, in which case, maybe I get a relic there. But yeah, probably not, actually. This Tempest is one of the reasons I was very happy with the Fission. We can Tempest and then Fission to draw a bunch of cards, which is very sweet. Or I can Fission and then Tempest. Get a bunch of lightning orbs. In this case, I guess I'll Cold Snap then Fission. Get him. Deck wants a skim. How do I know that I'm going to get the Reptomancer? I'm just predicting a worst case scenario. I don't know for sure, but I fear that I will. Not evoke those. And Electro should be enough to finish if I can find it. Hello? This works too, actually. Ancient Potions are very nice to hold on to. This is the first floor of the act? What? Hello? How'd that happen? Either way, I'm very happy to see it. Echo Form's an incredibly powerful power, letting us duplicate the first card we play each turn. Does Calling Bell improve your rare chance? Interesting if so. Well, I thought even with 2 common cards generated, you wouldn't be able to see a rare on the 3rd card. Maybe you can. Zippy zappy. Good fire. Ooh, that's another way to get good focus. I also like White Noise Plus here. Generating a power card. Actually, wait. Are we fighting Awakened One? Yes. Okay, we need answers to Awakened One, and I think Force Field's actually a really good one. Actually, so is Consume, though, right? Consume is a very good answer to the Awakened One. That allows me to gain focus without having to play a power. But both of these are quite good. I'm going to be playing a few powers against Awakened One. No matter what, we're going to play Bias Cog, Capacitor, Defragment, and Machine Learning. And probably Echo Form. So this will be a 0-cost skill that blocks for 16, and we can play repeatedly with Hologram. It's pretty valuable. Does it keep the gain strength in the second phase? Yes. Yes, it does. We have enough focus that the Consume really doesn't do that much, though. I'm going to try this Force Field. I think it's going to be good. Nice. Double heat sinks or double Ooh, battery here. I'm going to try to double heatsink set my way out of this situation. Unsuccessful. Enough. Ouch. I was only one card away from retirement, too. That's a shame. As you can see, we seem to be breaking the game. Just a little bit here. This. Recycle this. Play Ball Lightning. Hologram Zap. Oops, I played Fission again. And once again, we just have all orb slots filled once more. Well, that's absurd. Oh, it's here. Probably better to take cool-headed. But that storm looks mighty fine. I have 2 Fissions. I'm going to take Storm. Gambler's Brew, huh? Lose the Ancient Potion for now. I had a feeling this might happen. That's what I get for taking the Culling Bell. I mean, I can still take 999 gold and gain 1 normality. That's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal. Also, a dad joke for No Ducks in chat. No Ducks, what game did you play in a circle with other kids as a child? Goose. Just Goose. No refunds. All right, I'm going to do it. We can adjust our path here. I really don't want to fight an elite with the normality, but we can go to 2 stores now. We do this. Here. Take our 999 gold here. So we'll get less upgrades and less elites, but we'll have filthy amounts of cash in 2 shops. And I think that's going to be well worth it. I'm rich. Easy money every time. That Omamori was useless. You come across shimmering water flowing endlessly from a fountain on a nearby wall. Is that streamer luck I detect? One of the rarest events in the game. This one can only appear if you've got curses in the deck. And now we don't have any. As you drink the water, you feel a dark grasp loosen, which actually means we get to do this now. Best of both worlds, chat. You'd love to see it. I think my current most important upgrade is actually the Capacitor. Hey there, Bart. I'm doing fantastically. Great to see you dropping by, as ever. Yeah, so about that altered course, I'm still going to go to 2 shops because we have so much money that 1 shop is simply not going to be enough. But yeah, we're fighting this guy now. It wasn't Reptomancer after all. Tragic. Oof, that is the price of double fission sometimes. Can double Sunder on turn 1. Actually, wait. Satisfactory. Self-repair. Lets me get some sustain going. A little late, but not bad. I don't think I want it. To bottle a skill card. To bottle the violence. Kind of like that. Yeah, let's bottle violence. Letting us get attacks on turn 1 with some reliability here. Greetings, shapes. Prepare to perish. I am going to take 1 more cold snap. 4 cold snaps. And no blue candle, because I have no curses. Thank you, blue key. Alright, shop number 1 has a Seek Plus, a Panacea Plus, although you're 1 floor late Seek Plus, and a Lee's Waffle, and a card removal. And another violence, actually. The Panacea. Given that we have Echo Form and a Bias Cog, I really like another source of artifact for this deck. Quite a lot, actually. Yes to this, yes to this, yes to this, yes to removing... Do we have any bad cards at all? Maybe 1 Beam Cell. I don't have any other statuses that I care about inflicting. So yeah, we could remove the Beam Cell minus. I'm okay with that. Is that bad? I don't think so. 0 cost lightning is pretty good at the moment. Could remove a Cold Snap, but I actually rather like that that's our mass source of frost. I'll pay for the Beam Cell out. Do I want a Singing Bowl? It's like 8 health at most? No, I don't want a Singing Bowl. Got 2 more shops. Could do a lot with the money. Let's stop there for now. We'll be getting quite a bit more. Have fun, nerd. For Echo Form, Panacea. Yeah, good luck debuffing me. Ow. Wait, this gets played twice. Cancel the ow. Trying again, huh? Well, guess what? Blocked again. All my powers. Recursion's looking a little bit better and better the more I think about it. It's free. Kind of blocks. Doesn't draw, though. Scrape. Scrape is horrible. I think. It's turbo, recycle, force field, and zap. That's it? Nah. I'll take one recursion, then. Give that a try. With enough focus, the recursion ends up being a pretty solid source of damage or block output. Depending, of course. That first. For biased, and let's go with a recycle, actually. Recycle the Sunder. Keep this turn going. Here we go. Now this is the turn you want to see. Cancel my own debuffs and the stinky opponent's debuffs. Just because I can. Still not done my turn. Why would I ever be? Turn 1 killed the Maw. Wow. Holy crap. This Reboot Plus looks actually fantastic, too. Give me that. Another upgraded rare. Essentially draw 6, although requires that there be nothing left in my hand. Sometimes we can make that happen, sometimes we can't. Let's spend another 1,000 gold, because we're not strong enough. How about a gambling chip? Letting me discard any number of cards on turn 1. How about an oddly smooth stone, making these blocks block for more? And do we add the prismatic shard at the very end? We should. Just for fun. Is it going to contribute anything? Who knows? Do I need it to? Absolutely not. It's also that dreaded Forethought Plus. I don't think I want any of these. Maybe Stack's actually decent. Don't like Loop without an upgrade that much. Can't give it one at the moment either. Thinking Ahead is okay, but I don't think it's worth the money, given that we do have one more shop coming up where we could probably spend at least 500 gold pretty effectively. Any Infinite with Forethought? Not without a couple of skims in this deck, which we do not have. Ultimately, our draw runs out once we've played all the powers, so we'll have to be rather mindful of that. If I could put one card onto another character, what would it be? I would like to give Silent a way to exhaust cards. Because I think that could be very fun. So I would give maybe True Grit or Recycle or Burning Pact to Silent. I think that'd be pretty cool. Here's the Reptomancer. Should really like this opening hand. Draw 3. Got it, buddy. And I don't want to play any of these. Let's just redraw. Yeah, here we go. Reboot showing off what it can do for us there. Not quite enough, huh? Another bottle card. Actually, we can bottle Core Surge, which is very tempting. That can guarantee that we can block vulnerable from Heart on turn 1. Other option would be bottle a card we don't necessarily want on turn 1, and then gamble it away with the gambling chip. Ooh. Headbutt. Now that's interesting. Put a card from your discard pile back on top of the draw pile. I also would not mind Go for the Eyes at all. This lets us apply Weaken. That's pretty good. An offensive hologram. Lets us recur the Recycle in particular. Or the Capacitor. I'm missing like the upgraded card draw cards. Let's try it. Don't bottle it though. It'd be a little weird. Headbutt Force Field is going to be helpful against Awaken one, that I pretty fundamentally agree with. This boss is going to be fairly challenging. I should have taken the Go for the Ice for Awakened one, actually. Alright, I'll do it. I'll play Echo Form on turn 1 against the Awakened one. What's the worst that could happen? Exactly. Nothing bad could happen. Headbutting a card doesn't do anything for me, right? I don't think so. Okay, this has to get played. I realize we're giving the Awakened one quite a bit of strength for next turn. That is a little scary. Do not play these cards. Do not play this card either. Dang it. Shoot. I really want to play Double Bias Cognition, but boss is watching. I'm going to take tons of damage immediately if I do that. Do we gamble here? What would I discard? Tempest, Defragment, maybe the Capacitor? Draw 3? Definitely keep Bias, definitely keep Cold Snap, definitely keep Force Field. What are we looking to find? Hologram, Fission, Seek? We could definitely do worse, though. But we could certainly do better. Definitely looks like a tough situation. I think maybe the more reasonable play would be double Cold Snap, single Bias Cognition, Compile Driver, Force Field or something. 9 plus 9 plus 7. Doesn't kill this guy, actually. I mean, yes, we can double Bias Force Field, but let's do the math here. If I play Bias twice, Awaken 1 goes up to 10 points of strength, attacks for 16 times 4. I then block 4 with 8 focus, 10 from the Cold Snap, 17 from the Force Field. So I block 27. Enemies attack for 22, 22, 64. Or sorry, well, 11, 11, 64. 64 plus 22 minus 27 equals 59 damage that we take. If we're lucky and I kill one with a lightning orb somehow, then we can take 48 instead. That is not an acceptable result from this turn. So I think I discard these 3. Okay, this looks a lot better. Now I can double bias. think. I'm only gonna get to draw 2 more, actually. Maybe I want to double the Cold Snap, so I'm drawing a 3rd card off the Fission. That actually seems more reasonable. Okay. Don't think I should play this one. There's really no need. Okay, that was a lot less painful. We don't have any Frost Orbs for this turn, but we can get some. Can absolutely get some. Here, you're dead. Turbo's in the discard. I can't actually do the thing. Recursion's in the discard. That feels more correct. Thank you, Recursion. Oh, jeez, is that time again already? Oh, no. Ouch. Hollow Force Field also would have been okay there. Ouch. Can't be all sunshine and rainbows, I guess. Definitely hurts a bit. We have Seek coming up next turn. I can double that. And recycle, too. Okay, so let's put cards I want to destroy on top of the deck. Get a little bit more block this turn by playing a Ball Lightning, but I lose a Frost Orb. Not sure what to do about that. I think I'll play 1. Already broken the Art of War? Yeah, let's do 1. Not both, but 1. 25 health's gonna have to do for the next fight. I think it'll be okay. Gonna be double Seek, not double Recycle. And then what, like? One card I do want to draw, and one card I don't want to draw. Meet Charge Battery, Ball Lightning. Get rid of this. Hologram, get rid of this. Headbutt the hologram. It's enough block. Get rid of this too. Timing's gonna be awkward again. Force Field's actually at 1? Okay. Capacitor twice gets me a lot of card draw here. Keep drawing Capacitor on the turn, I'm not allowed to play it. Part of the problem at the moment. 16x4 is definitely a difficult block with no energy generators this turn. Good. each, so this is all equivalent. Behold the frosting. Let's see what I'd like to get rid of. Get rid of the Tempest here. Do that just by playing it, though. What's this one? I can actually... Wait, no, let's do it this way. Again. Every time I draw a Capacitor, it's 16 by 4. Interesting. I guess I can just do it one time. Let's just do that. So our passive block now 48. 18 by 4 still requires a lot of additional blocking to get through, though. I can get rid of buffer. Could also safely play that in phase 2, but I like just getting things down to where they're at. Anything else I'd like to delete? Let's lose one of the regular cold snaps, too. Recycle, compile. Oh, I can't draw. Right, that makes sense. Never mind, just get the hologram back. Okay. High strength, I've gotten Awaken 1, 2, and still beat them like 50 by just playing all powers all the time kind of deck. Big number. So the idea here is we use Recycle to make sure that we always have a hand of actually good block cards to play every single turn to counteract this really high strength. Gone okay. Wouldn't say this has been incredible so far. Easy. Just want to make sure if we draw the Void, I have real energy here. Yeah. Okay, not a bad fight, ultimately. We did take a really unpleasant amount of damage on one of the turns, but my hope is that we don't have a whole lot to fear from the Time Eater. And Seek on turn 1 definitely helps with that. Because we can just Seek for Biased, get Defrag in play. We'll keep the violence, actually. It's a perfectly good opening hand. Just wanted a second Cold Snap. We go Core Surge, Cold Snap, Defragment, Bias Cog. It's 5 energy. So I must either seek an energy-generating card. I could also seek for Heatsinks or Echo Form, both of which would be pretty spicy, but would result in taking a bunch of damage this turn, unless I did something about it. I think we're better off just getting the focus down right now. Oh, I can seek for Fission. Let's do that. Core Surge, Biased, Cold Snap, Vision. Do I play the Echo Form? That's the question. I'll have to take damage to play it. Whereas if I don't play Echo Form, I can go Cold Snap, Defragment, Headbutt a card. We're only going to draw 4 cards next turn. But they're all pretty good cards. I'm actually not sure Echo matters either. It'd be nice to Echo Capacitor, but I don't think we need to, and I really don't like the way this turn is going to go. So let's not, actually. This looks a lot more comfortable for us. I feel the need to headbutt a Frost Orb generating card. Let's give me a 3rd card play next turn instead. Beautiful. 13 versus 11. Takes 13. Hey there, Chrono. How do you do? Tempest Zap Vision sounds pretty good, actually. That is many card draws. This is going to go to 12 by 3, which we're already full blocking. Good. Get another Lightning Orb if I want to. Let's just get rid of some stuff here. So we don't really have any more card draw other than just our base per turn, and I guess the Compiled River puts us into slightly awkward territory. Block that quite. But we do get time meter below half. Use one of our buffers and ignore the debuff. Here, I think I'm content to just draw new hands. Hey, Ragemon, congrats on winning with beating the A20 heart with all 4 characters. That's a heck of an accomplishment for sure. Cold Snap. Frost. Alright, looks like we're doing pretty well overall here. that vulnerable next turn. Shouldn't play that. Just optimizing energy for this turn. Not that it matters too much. See, we're easily blocking for tons. We're going to need the Echo Form and the Heart Fight, because this is not quite enough scaling for Heart, but if we can double some of the focus, some of the orb slots, life will be very, very good. GG, Time Eater. Just missing one copy of Loop? Two thump, a deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire? The source of these missing Fruit Loops. Missing quite a bit of health here. We could upgrade one of these cards. Actually, this one's pretty good. Yeah, this one feels important. Membership card. Well, heck, better late than never, right? Yes to membership card. Yes to another heatsinks. Yes to a glacier. Yes to a hologram. Yes to bronze scales. Yes to a gambler's brew and a liquid memories. And I think now I can remove a regular cold snap because I have a glacier here. Yeah, timely bronze scales, no kidding, huh? Could even take Panache for heatsink straw. I guess I'll remove one artifact off Shield and Spear. That doesn't seem like it matters much either. Maybe I just want it for damage? Heck it. Let's give it a try. Zero cost power with two heatsinks in the deck seems like it might be pretty good, actually. I don't need this. I would love Reboot, though. So let's start with Cold Snap Compile Driver. I'd like to try to kill this spear first. We can pretty reasonably do 135 damage in one turn. Like it ain't no thing. Sorry, Glacier. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry at all. In fact, I'm very happy. Also, I'm pretty sure I just won the entire run. Headbutt Turbo, by the way. Seek for Turbo and Electro. The power. Recycle the Echo Form. Because there won't be a next turn. Hell, there's barely a this turn. GG, you stinky nerds. Sundial. Ooh, that could be interesting. Holy crap. Choose an attack or power card. And add 2 copies of that card into your hand. Liquid memories? Oh man, yes! Oh, I can't wait. Keep these 3? Definitely want to play Core Surge on turn 1 here. Got Cold Snap and Compile Driver. That's a good start here. Lots of card draw, please. Does the deck now have enough scaling? Oh, we can do some silly things. We can do some really silly things, actually. Which I'm really excited about. Oops, I accidentally dropped my Echo Form on the ground. Silly me. I'm so clumsy. Not quite what I wanted to get, actually. No Seek yet, huh? Could reboot, but I don't think that's a good idea. Also, hologram the Panache, hilariously. But I can get more card draw if I do Glacier Electro. Mostly I can't believe we haven't seen a Heatsinks yet. I don't like it. Oh wait, also that doesn't even generate 2 orb types. Even worse. So I can only draw 1 with Compile? I think that means I do play Reboot. It's gonna put all these cards back into the draw pile, though. I don't think I want that. No, I don't. I really don't. Okay, so we're not gonna play Reboot. If I Core Surge to block Vuln, that means I'm not playing Bias this turn either. I don't really like that. Need to see at least one more card here. How am I gonna block? Okay. Shouldn't have evoked that Frost, though. Good. And Capacitor's even here. So I'm doing what? Seeking for Dual Wield and Fission? Or do I need the more power now? This might be a time to Liquid Memories the buffer, actually, instead of my original plan. Dual Wield and a hologram. Problem is, I can't afford that. Let's see at the start. We're going to play Capacitor. Actually going to play Heatsinks and Capacitor, right? So I don't need to Dual Wield first. Let's do it this way then for a moment. Oh, I see that. Gets me one less orb though. That's okay. I get draw 2. Okay, there's hologram. So hologram means I can guaranteed hologram buffer, right? Correct. Okay. But I have to fission now. Can't play more cards otherwise. So hologram gets 4, take 2, beat of death, take 2. Card's gonna hold. Burn is in the draw pile. Okay, that's a real problem. So I have to end with a Frost Orb then. Cold Snap. Do the thing. Cold Snap first. Yeah, I have enough room in hand now for the triple thingy, right? That gets me 3 orbs. Costs me only 1 energy. Oh, no, because then I can't hologram Echo buffer here. So I need to draw Recycle or something? Awkward. Might not be dual wielding the Echo form here. I might just be playing it for 0. Because we're 1 energy short of doing what I needed to do otherwise. And I needed to play the Cold Snap because of the burn in the draw pile. But if I can draw the Recycle, everything will be fine. So I think I start by playing the Heat Sinks here. No. Prevents me from hologram buffer. I could just hologram buffer now. Could also dual wield buffer at 0 cost. That's a fun little option. Triple Echo draws not 6 cards because there won't be room in hand for 6 cards. Triple Echo is only going to draw 3 cards. And only 1 of the cards is Recycle. So I think my reasonable lines are Liquid Memories, Echo Form, play that for 0, Hologram Buffer, block that way. That's completely valid. That gets both the Echo Form and prevents this damage. Only 1 Echo Form. We don't get to Dual Wield yet. Unfortunately. But then I can double defrag next turn. Hollow Recycle can't hollow something that's in the draw pile. If Recycle was in the discard pile, this would be a much easier play. But yeah, I think that's the line I'm going to take. Okay. And then just hollow buffer. This turn hurts a bit. Probably best to double Cold Snap, Recursion, Recycle the Burn, Headbutt a Cold Snap, and play Tempest. Feels right. Take a bunch of health loss, but overall pretty fine with this. Also Headbutt the Recycle. Actually a more reasonable option. Or Headbutt nothing. But nothing. Take 20 damage, go down to 43 here. And now we're fairly well set up. try this. Yes, here we go. Turbo. Dual Wield Defragment. I need to hologram the Turbo. Actually, I wanted to hologram the Dual Wield, but I think I get to do that right now. Actually, hologram Recycle of Sunder. I'm going to keep one of these around so I can maybe Dual Wield it again. Haven't played an attack yet, so don't want to play View Cell. Let's not use the reboot yet. Really good damage to Heart that turn. Double Force Field. The Force Fielding. This. Frost. Yeah. Make all the defragments. The perfect hand of cards. Give me that. Are we scaling yet? I don't know. I feel like we could maybe have more copies of Defragment in this deck. It's fun. Blippity blappity. Give him the zappity. GG Twitch chat. Chi-chi. What a fun way to get there. Infinite defragments. 20 focus. All thanks to the Dual Wield. GG. Hey there. If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And before you go, join us on Twitch and watch live. I'm there 5 days a week playing Slay the Spire, answering questions, and chilling with the community. Click the link in the description to follow right now. Ta-ta for now.